Do not buy Sword and Shield booster boxes. It's too late. Let's discuss it in today's video.
I just can't believe this.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about these Sword and Shield booster boxes. They always go through these random spells where they pump, then they kind of decline, they pump again, and it's been happening for at least the past year, but this time it looks like it's probably permanent. I think the prices are very sticky now, and they're likely to decline anytime soon, even if Pokemon really does, have a bubble bursting moment. I still think these booster boxes are going to be relatively high, even when Pokemon did go through a rough spell. The Sun and Moon booster boxes, especially the later Sun and Moon booster boxes that had all the tag team cards, those booster boxes didn't really decline in price, and I don't think any of the alt art Pokemon Sword and Shield era sets are going to have a similar thing happen as well. I think they're going to kind of stay at this price for a while, maybe even continue to go up. In fact, they've been going up quite a lot over the last month, and we're going to discuss it in today's video. Let's take a look at these booster boxes here. We have Battle Styles, the least favorite set for a lot of people in the Sword and Shield era, but it was around $100 for the longest time. No one really liked it, and then all of a sudden now it's really started to spike. It's actually up 6.16% over the last 3 months. When you look at the 1 month trend here, it's actually dropped right around, I would say, mid-July, then it's climbed pretty substantially ever since then. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, sell-through rate here, look at the one of them sold. It's not like selling a lot. There's not a crazy sell-through rate on this booster box. But again, this was like the least liked booster box and set from the Sword and Shield era. And the fact that this is going up in price at all is kind of shocking me. It does have some great cards as well. The Sleepy Tyranitar is a great card, good alt art. That's around $200 right now. So there is some chase cards in the set, but I think it'll actually stabilize, maybe even go up even more, because it's one of the cheaper booster boxes you can get from the Sword and Shield era that offers alternate art cards. You're not going to get any better than this for a price for the Sword and Shield era. Speaking of that, a very expensive booster box right here, Fusion Strike, currently sitting at $750.12, is up 17.49% over the last 3 months. It's actually dropped a little bit, but then started to really rise at the end of July, and it's got decent sales volume. I mean, for a booster box at this old, and it's hard to find now, 3 items sold, 6 of them sold, and then it goes to 3. 5 items sold, 3 of them sold here as well. And as you guys can see, over the last month, there was 37 of these booster boxes sold. So, I mean, there is definitely some demand here, and it is a pretty underrated set, even still, for the Sword and Shield era. You have like the great Gengar artwork in there, and you have Espeon as well, including Mew. All very popular Pokemon as well. So, I don't know. I think it's a set that could potentially rival, I mean, I don't know. I was going to say rival Evolving Skies, but people love Eevee, so I don't know if that's ever going to actually happen. Actually, that's one of the booster boxes that I don't even want to discuss, because everyone knows that's super expensive. It's going to be like the chase set into the future, so we actually left that booster box on this list. I want to talk about the ones that are more kind of surprising. So Lost Origin right here obviously has the beautiful Giratina artwork in this one as well, and I think that's the second most expensive card currently out of the alt arts from the Sword and Shield era, and this booster box is currently sitting at $541.43. It's up by 25.04% over the last 3 months. And if you look at the 1 month trend here, wow, it's really just started to climb since the middle of July, but it's up 10.34% over the last month. Not a surprise at all, and it's got a decent sell-through rate, even better than Battle Styles and Fusion Strike, with 54 of them being sold in the last month on TCG Player. Next up is Brilliant Stars, another set that I think is kind of underrated. I know there's a lot of Charizard fatigue, and I know a lot of people do not like Charizard because it just feels like a Pokemon that's kind of shoved down your throat all the time. It's like, almost in every set at this point. But this set does have a really, really good Charizard, and I think the artwork on that is very underrated. It battling Venusaur is like just a really cool, just cinematic kind of nice scene right there. You also have other great cards like Arceus as well. That's a great alternate art on top of that. And then you also have just like a lot of great trainer gallery cards as well. This booster box is actually sitting at $411 right now for its market price. It's up by 3.67% over the last month, and there's been 40 of these booster boxes sold on TCG Player. Next up, we've got Silver Tempest, another great set with Lugia, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. brings me back to one of my favorite games, which is Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Soul Silver, which is a even better upgrade in my opinion. This booster box is actually sitting at $372.08. It's up by 21.35% over the last 3 months. And then sometimes I wonder with this booster box, if it wasn't for those random god packs that were in those chests, those tins, would this booster box be worth even more? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, obviously, those are not in the booster box, but the fact that it did kind of tank some of the value of some of the chase cards in this set, I'm wondering if those weren't released, would this booster box already be at $400 right now? Kind of makes you wonder. But again, if you look at the 1 month trend here, you can see it's up by 4.22% with 70 of them sold. So a lot of booster boxes sold on TCG Player over the last month for this set. Next up is Astral Radiance, a great set, but it's been really declining since the end of May, which is kind of a bit of a surprise. I mean, it does have the great Machamp artwork there as well for the alternate arts. But again, if you look, it's still up by 14.98%, though it's been trending down, sitting at $374.97. And if you look at the 1 month trend, you can see it's declined by 6.17% with only 11 booster boxes being sold. So the least amount of demand out of any of the booster boxes from the Sword and Shield era that have alternate art cards. I thought this is very interesting here is Astral Radiance. Has it climbed too fast too soon? Leave your thoughts down below about the Sword and Shield era booster boxes, and do you think it's too late to buy these booster boxes right now, because the prices are pretty high and I think they're going to remain high for the foreseeable future. You can use this money if you wanted to and buy some newer booster boxes, but then there's still, I mean, the fear that there's going to be a massive reprint at some point with the newer sets, because let's face it, it's crazy what's happening right now with Pokemon, the amount of scalpers and flippers and resellers in the hobby right now. So I think the demand is there, but again, if Pokemon really wants to, you know, they can really destroy the market by overprinting. So maybe these booster boxes are, you know, feasible, but, you know, you have to ask yourself, do you want to buy booster boxes that are out of print right now? Pokemon obviously is never going to print these again, and they still have great artworks and still great cards. Or are you going to buy booster boxes right now that are MSRP or higher? Actually, not even MSRP. If you're finding MSRP booster boxes, congratulations, but you're likely going to be spending a lot more than MSRP unless you're getting it from the Pokemon Center website. So you have to kind of ask yourself these questions when you're considering buying some booster boxes right now in the hobby. So leave your thoughts down below about this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.